Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techie Sukan. In this video, we are going to learn about modules. Modules has been classified into two types. Those are user-defined modules, built-in modules. We have seen about the user-defined modules in the previous video, and here we are going to learn about built-in modules. There are different types of built-in modules are there, such as random module, map module, OS module. Lot of things are there. Here particularly we are going to cover about OS module. If at all you want to use the OS module, first let us understand what is the purpose of it. OS module is used to interact with your operating system, where I can able to create a directory, subdirectory, and I can able to remove the directory, subdirectory, where we can able to interact with the file system by using this OS module. If you want to use this OS module, first you are supposed to import OS module. So let us import by using import command, import OS. Now what happened? Your OS module has been imported. If you want to know what are the methods and attributes inside this OS module, pass this OS module object as parameter of dir. So it displays all the inbuilt methods and attributes inside this OS module. If at all we want to know the current working directory where we are working right now, if you want to know the path of it, I can able to get by using this method get cwd. This cwd mentions your current working directory. If you are clicking onto it, it gives your current working directory. Right now we are working in this particular directory. Clear? If at all I want to change my directory, I don't want to work in this particular path, I want to change it. I can change by using os.ch is for change dir, change directory, and here we are supposed to mention the path where you are supposed to change it. I don't want to work in this particular path, I want to work in this path. I have given the path to be changed. So what happened? Now your path will be changed. If at all you are executing this command again now, you can notice that the path has been changed. This is the previous current working path, and right now path has been modified, and this is your current working path right now. If you want to list out what are the directories or files inside this particular path where you are working, you can list out by using os.list.dir, which displays your files and folders inside this current working directory. These are the files and folders inside your current working directory. If you want to create a new directory inside your current working path, I can create by using os.mkdir. mk is for make and dir is your make directory, and I am supposed to mention my directory name. Let me mention my directory name as my dir and execute it. Now let me execute this list dir. You can notice that a element new directory is created, my dir, which is missing in your previous execution. Now if you want to create directory along with the subdirectory, I can create by using os.make dir. Clear? Previously I have used mkdir. If you want to create directory along with your subdirectory, you will be using make dirs. And here I am supposed to mention my directory name. Let testing be my directory name and subtest be my subdirectory name. This is my subdirectory name. Let me execute it now, and again let me list out my directories. So you can find out that your testing directory has been created. If at all you want to check for your subdirectory, let us open the path and check to it. Here this is the path where we are working. Inside your desktop temp python session, you can notice that your two directories are created, my directory and testing is created. If you are opening testing, you can able to find out your subtest has been created. I hope so you are clear till this, how to make a directory and how to make directory along with your subdirectory. If you want to remove the directory, what I can do is I can make use of os.remove. For remove I will be using command called rm followed by dir, and here you are supposed to specify your directory name which you are supposed to remove here. So I have mentioned my specific directory name as my dir. Let me execute it, and later on let me execute this list out directory. You can able to find out that here in between looping.py and myfile.txt, my dir is here, it is missing, which means that my dir it has been removed from this particular folder. Next, if at all you want to remove your directory along with your subdirectory, I can mention os.remove dirs. Remove directories, and here I am supposed to give the directory along with the subdirectory which you are supposed to remove. Let me give here and let me execute it, and let me list out your directories. You can notice that the particular testing has been removed. If at all you have doubt, go to the path and check it. There is no, my directory is not there, and your directories testing, subtesting is not there, which has been removed by using your command remove directory. Clear? And next, if at all you want to rename a file, let us assume there is a file. Let us see to this particular list. There is a file called my file. I want to rename this particular file. I can rename here by using command os.rename. What is the name given there? The name given there is myfile.txt. This is your file name. You can rename this file by using the one more name. Let me give new file, where my file should be modified to new file, and now let me execute it. Now you can list out this and check it, where your my file has been modified to new file. So by using this rename command, I can able to modify the file name. If at all you want to know the information about this particular file, new file.txt, what can I do? I can use stat method which displays the statistical information about this particular file, os.stat, and here I am supposed to pass your file name. If I am giving this one, it displays the information about this file, when the file has been created, and what is the modified time of it, and what is the access time of it, and what is the size, and so on. Information about the particular file has been given. If at all I don't want all the information, I want only this particular information of created time. So I can mention this os.stat followed by a file name. I can give this command stctime. If I am calling this, you can notice that your created time alone displayed here. Here the created time is displayed, but what happens here? But this is not in a readable format. If at all I want this in the readable format, what I am supposed to do? We are supposed to use datetime module, which you will be seeing in the next video, how to access datetime. If you want to use datetime, I am supposed to import datetime. So let me import it from datetime, import datetime. Clear? I am importing it, and later on let me store my modified time here. This particular result in a variable name called modified time. And now I am supposed to print it. How I am supposed to print it in a readable format? By using the method called timestamp. From timestamp, there is a method called from timestamp. By using the particular method, we are supposed to access it. Let me give this method here, datetime. Just a minute, datetime dot. This is the method. From timestamp is a method which is going to display your result in a readable format, and parameter of this should be passed with the resultant value. Clear? Now if I am executing it, you can notice that where current date has been displayed, followed by hours, minutes and seconds has been displayed. Such a way you can able to convert this created time by using this particular from timestamp method. I hope so you are clear with it. And next method, we will go with the method called walk. This walk is a generator which gives you the output of your file, which gives you information about your file. This walk method gives you a tuple of value which gives 3 values for it, such as your directory path and right now which directory you are working, and followed by your files inside your directory. These information can be given by using this walk method. We will be seeing about generator in a forthcoming session. Now let us go ahead with implementation of this walk method. Since it is going to give 3 output, let me write in for loop dir path. This is nothing but a variable name which receives your directory path, and let me declare one more name dirs which receives your information about your directories, and one more variable for receiving files. Since this particular walk method gives you 3 values as your tuple, I am splitting and storing in a 3 separate variable in os.walk method, and here I am supposed to paste the path which I am going to walk through. So let me take this one and let me paste my path here. This is the path I am going to walk through, and here what I am supposed to do is just I am going to display the information whatever I got it. So I'll display here directory path and comma separator followed by dir. Path will be displayed and followed by print, and next followed by here let me have a directory. This is a customized name which I am giving for the information what I am going to display here. Let me give dirs and next print followed by files. Just let me give the name for it, files, and comma separator followed by files. Just after this I don't want any iteration. For one iteration is enough, so let me break it here and let me execute this. You can notice that you are getting information. The first information what is displaying, the current path which you are working. This is the current path which you are working, and these are the directories inside this particular file, and these are the files inside the particular path. Clear? I hope so you are clear with how does your walk works. This walks is a generator which gives you all three information. Clear? I hope so you are clear with how to implement this particular OS module. If at all you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.